Oh, pretty damn good. I mean, it's morning for me, I should point out, so I'm going to say good morning to everyone. Here in Australia, the land of lag and kangaroos. That's it. I'm hyped. I'm excited. This is the first official stream. Ooh. Oh yeah, right, fair enough. But for actual CPL, well, you know what? This isn't even actual CPL. Sorry, I'll let you talk now. Yeah. And in the top right, we've got a very special Zerg. It's Derkavich. Yeah, he's very active in the Discord as well, so I bill him to improve easily because he's always there playing games, looking for help and such. Oh, talking about turn rate. The constant spectre of lag. Oh yeah, look, I'm just looking at turn rate 16 and going like, does that even exist? Because I don't think I ever get to play on turn rate 16. So, Bahram being pretty normal, going for a Forge Fast experience, not going to do any crazy gate stuff. This is the tier 3 game, yeah? Oh, hang on a moment. Sorry about that, I'm back now. Oh, what did I miss? Did Derkavich go for an overpull? Yeah, and Bahram going to opt for 2 cannons. It's a bit of interesting positioning there. It's really just a safety measure getting 2 cannons against this early Ling push. I think Derkavich, quite smartly though, is only going to make a couple of Lings. He's not going to commit heavily to this. Yeah. Yeah, and Derkavich is happy just to like chase down this probe. He's not trying to run into Bahram's main. He can see everything he needs to with that Overlord, so already pretty comfortable start for Derkavich, I'd say. Yeah. But there's no way to seal this against Lings without a few units though, because they can run between the Forge and the cannon and all around those cannons. Interesting gateway spot as well, so he's not going for the vertical wall. I think he's going to be alright though, because Derkavich is just droning pretty hard. No third base, or third hatch even, so far. but he's certainly not committing to an early Ling flood at this point. Oh, there's that third hatch just going down now. So it looks like he's going to go for that turtle style of game, I think, taking that hatch over there. And he's going to try and secure a fourth eventually there, I expect. And speaking of defenses, Derkavich actually already setting up that City in the natural, getting his fourth hatch down as well. So, like I was saying, just a very comfortable start, I think. Both of them just macroing up, really, nothing hyper-aggressive. I wonder what tech Bahram will go for. Will he go for the standard Corsairs, or will he do something crazy? I mean, here in T3, I want to see the crazy things. That's what I want, right? I want to see something unexpected. You know what I want to see this CPL? I want to see a nuke. That'd be pretty great. Oh, I missed out. Oh god. Yeah. And Bahram also not going for the immediate Stargate though, so it's going to be a bit tough going up against, like, oh, is that a Citadel? Okay. So doing a 3 gateway before tech is probably going to put him in good stead against a Hydra push. Ah, okay. Oh, I thought that was a creep colony. Okay, fair enough. I think he's actually saving up his lava and money to just make a lot of hydras if you look at his main and natural. Oh, never mind, he just... Yep, that's it. He's starting to make how many hydras at a time? 8 hydras at a time. It will be coming pretty hard. Yeah. I think DTs would be quite strong here though, because Derkavich has no lair, he couldn't get Overlord speed. So if he puts a Tempo Archive down soon, he could get DTs out to defend this natural pretty easily, I think. Oh. Oh, and here it comes. Derkavich is moving out across the map. Well, he has a whole bunch of zealots. Gonna take, I think, quite a bit of micro on Derkavich's part to take those on, but beyond that, there's nothing else behind it, really. Oh, good timing there. You know what? +1 is almost done as well. This is quite well executed, although I think it's a bit behind in +1. Oh, that's a great angle. Yeah. These Hydras are not going to be able to, yeah, like you said, they're not going to be able to accomplish much at all. Oh, Bahram's out for blood now. He's just sprinting across the map, going for the counter. I think Derkavich is pretty well set up at home. Well, if the Zealots just move command, then they're not going to get much done at all. There they go. I think these Hydras will clean it up, so... We'll have to turn around because the Hydras are still there to defend them with Overlords. The Templar Archives is coming down now, no, so I think Bahram has sort of survived the aggression, even if he lost a lot of Zealots in the process. I think he'll be able to defend until he can get his Templar tech out, but the layer is up for Derkavich at last. I'd like to see a Spire to pick off some of these Corsairs, would be nice. Yeah, once again, these Zealots just slicing through them, unfortunately, for Derkavich. Throwing down a couple more cautionary cannons. Which kind of Templars? I think DTs would still be quite good here, just to get a bit of map control. And if you look at the third, he's got no detection there, it could harass as well. And just for defense, again, since Derkavich doesn't have Overlord speed, he can push his Overlords back, and DTs can push the Hydras away as well. I think Bram just scouted Derkavich's for the first time. I don't think he knew it was there before now. I don't know if he thought it was 2-base Zerg or... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the High Templar's getting picked off! Oh, that's huge for Derkavich. Oh, is he going to focus by the others? Yes, he is. One of them at least. There's one left. There's one energy off the Storm. Does it even have Storm? No, he's just going to give it up there. Wow, what a catch by Derkavich. Yeah. Well, that is a heavy blow. I mean, you can't really blame him, but still. Ouch. Things were so even until then, I would have said. But yeah, that's just a nice catch, picking all those off, because then the Zealots aren't really much of an army on their own. So I'm pretty impressed by Derkavich's play there. I mean, he sort of set up this nice attack, even though, unfortunately for him, Bahram went for a build that sort of was the exact counter, because he's getting those 3 gateways and getting lots of units before tech. But then he swoops in this like perfect angle to pick off those High Templars as well. Like the whole time, or wait, so it was just me the whole time? Oh no. Oh, I hope I did a good job on my own, guys.
Hello?
Damn.
Is that better? Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Let's see if that...
That is unfortunate.
That's so weird because I have no mic muting on my mic. Okay. Okay, you guys, is the volume good? Yes? Well, that's too bad.
Damn.
Volume is good? Okay.
I should get the stream up and turn it off just so I can watch the chat, I guess.
Well, that'll be interesting, listening to only one side of that cast.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Now that I do have volume, we can jump into the next game.
Yeah, of course. With actual dual casting instead of like one half. Oh, that's
Both kind of quiet. Is that a little better? Test that. I can turn you up as well, just on Discord here. I believe. All right, how's that for volume? Good. And how about for Nablime or not lemon?
Sup? Hello, testing, testing.
Yes, yes, good. Maybe. Volume is okay. How you like my solo cast? It must be interesting solo cast. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, getting into the second game should be a little bit better now that they can hear both of us.
Yeah. So the loser picks the map, right? So this is Bahram's choice, actually. Looking like he still wants to go for like a macro game, just choosing Fighting Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a map most people are comfortable with, so we'll have to see how this goes. All right. Spawning in the top left up a game, we have our good friend Derkavich.
And the bottom right, it's the Protoss Bahram. Interestingly, spawning cross positions.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Just means a little bit of rush play may not be as strong. You can get away with a little bit more as Protoss. Play a little bit more greedy in terms of when you get stuff for your wall. At this level, I don't think we're going to see any of that. I don't think it's going to matter too much. These players are still just learning their walls and how to wall properly even, so...
Yeah. It's just interesting that on the comfortable macro map, even then, they're still spawned cross positions. So it's probably going to look a lot like last game. They're just going to macro up to whatever point they're comfortable.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see that. Interesting pylon placement right away here for Bahram.
Can that reach the bottom? Can you put a gateway to block the bottom of that pylon placement?
Like underneath?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put a forge and gateway underneath there. And
okay,
then
I
legs
wasn't
could
sure
run
the pylon
underneath.
reached far enough.
Yeah, yeah.
As you guys can tell, I don't know Protoss SimCity at all.
So normally on this map, you would just build your pylon at the bottom here.
Okay.
And then just build the forge on top of it and the gateway on top. We'll have to see what Bahram opts to go for here. So he's just doing it backwards and building it down.
Fair enough. Derkavich going for that overpull again.
Yeah, pretty standard, safe stuff. We'll have to see if Bahram goes for that double cannon right away again, or what he wants to do with that. I imagine we'll see something similar to Dirk, maybe just make the 2 lings, unless he wants to maybe try and put on a little bit more pressure. But having seen the 2 cannons last game, I doubt we'll see him commit to anything too aggressive.
Well, Derkavich doesn't know where he spawned, though. He hasn't actually seen that probe, but he's going to come into his base and he'll know. I like that style, just 2 lings sitting back and saying, you know, alright, Protoss, you make your cannons, you spend your money, I'm just going to sit back and drone.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Ooh, this probe block.
Bahram did not play last season, for those asking in the chat. I said it earlier, but obviously that was missed, so...
Derkavich getting a bit blue-balled on this hatchery right now. Oh, that drone has to be careful, it could actually go down. Oh my god!
Good moves there by Bahram. At least Dirk was able to pull it and not lose it, but he's just gonna... Oh, he's gonna actually pull 3 drones here. A little bit of overcommitment maybe, but...
Oh, that drone came pretty close to dying.
He almost got the probe too.
Down, though. Yeah. Sorry, probe is what I meant.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do see the 2 cannons again coming up from Bahram. Playing, it's a bit scared, a bit overcommitted, but again at this level, I don't think it's going to be the biggest deal. He's just waiting to throw down that Nexus now.
To be fair, he couldn't scout the pool timing because he left his probe at the neutral, so it's not an unfair move, but when you consider you're in cross positions, I think it's unnecessary, yeah.
And he's going to build up pylon here to kind of complete this wall.
Interesting.
So,
not the traditional gateway.
Yeah. That's where you... Well, you couldn't fit a gateway there now with the cannons, but normally that's where you would put your first pylon right there. And then the forge on top and gateway on top of that, right? And then it just kind of forces the lings to have to run around the top, and the cannons would get extra hits, whereas in this spot, if there was a bunch of speedlings coming in, they could have just ran through the bottom and straight into the ramp. Just something to consider.
Makes sense. So it looks like Derkavich still didn't know where he spawned. He actually sent his 6 lings to the bottom left here, but he'll figure it out now because his Overlord knows he's not in the top right. He's going to go for a 3rd base again, this drone creeping in. Bahram could have blocked that with the probe, and unfortunately he's out of position. Still, he'll know what's happening.
Yeah. So, pretty standard from both players here.
Here comes the lings.
Oh!
Ooh, losing 2 of them, ouch. Still, now he's had a look, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, he sees the wall, he's like, okay. He's got 2 cannons up, he knows he's not going to be able to do any early pressure.
Unfortunately, he won't be able to get an Overlord in as easily this time. So he's going to be with a bit less information than last game.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see if that probe does anything cheeky, because Derkavich won't actually be able to see it, and you can try and cannon rush that as a cheese.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if I play Protoss, I do that every single time.
And this is why you don't play Protoss, you dirty, dirty man.
Well, in StarCraft 2, I played random, and I did that every single time against Zerg.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see if he goes for anything like that.
Yeah, my plan was cannon rush the natural. If that doesn't work, cannon rush the 3rd.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me when I was off racing as Zerg against some Protoss players. I'm usually not one to do that, though.
in before the 4th hatch this time for Derkavich. He wants to try an earlier bust.
So he is going to go for some kind of a 3-hatch Hydra plan. If Bahram isn't ready for this, it is quite a strong attack, if performed correctly. You kind of have to know and be ready ahead of time as Protoss and build a lot of cannons. We'll have to see.
It probably would be more in Bahram's interest to have that probe running around the main and natural, see this kind of stuff, because he knows his hatchery is here. Sitting there doesn't give you any extra information. All those lings getting sucked in there. Ouch.
Yep. Nice little pick off.
That's really good for Bahram, because now Derkavich is blind in the map. Essentially, he only has this one overlord trying to limp over there, and it's a pain if he has to spend another lava to make more Zergling.
Yeah, exactly. He won't actually be able to see if Bahram decides to move out onto the map at all and maybe pressure with a few zealots, which is something Protoss can do. But meanwhile, we do have the 3 bases up. He is actually throwing down a 4th hatchery, so it's not a full commit to a 3-hatch Hydra bus.
He made a full 6 more lings. Never mind what I was saying, he doesn't consider it a pain at all. He's like, alright, I'm just going to remake him.
Alright.
Earlier Corsairs from Bahram this time, so more traditional, I guess you'd say. Corsair DT play, I think, because he's getting that Citadel real fast as well.
Yeah, good point. He is going for that Stargate before Citadel this game, unlike last game. Derkavich floating an Overlord down here, maybe going to scout out this natural base, see what's going on. Might see that Citadel.
Well, I think by the time it gets there, the Corsair will be ready to kill it as well.
Yeah. He is sending the first Corsair at the other direction. Normally you do want to send that first Corsair to kind of scout the Zerg, especially if you don't have any scouting information, like if your probe died early or something. Just send it over there and see what's going on with the Zerg. If you know what's going on already, you can go ahead and hunt down some Overlords, but you do want to get that scouting intel in case Zerg is trying to do anything aggressive like a 3-hatch Hydra or whatever.
It'd be nice for Derkavich if he could see the Citadel, but unfortunately he's a bit too far over at the moment. And it is kind of a weird spot. I wouldn't expect the Citadel to be there, so it's a bit unlikely that he's going to scout that.
Yeah, that is interesting. Don't see any Templar Archives coming up just yet. But Dirk's moving across the map now with a few Hydras, maybe looking to see if he can do any damage. Don't think he's going to be able to put on any pressure, really. There's more than enough Zealots here to deal with those few Hydralisks.
Yeah, even further than that, I'd say these Hydralisks are scared of these Zealots. Like, they could kill them quite easily if he's not careful.
Yeah, speed's only about half done, but he could still... I don't think these Hydras are fully upgraded yet. Yeah, they don't have range
I'm pretty sure he got Hydra speed.
Yeah. Range is about half done.
The Protoss trying to get something done, but they get chased off at the last second. Almost getting the Overlord, but they might catch this one on the map. Or maybe next time.
Alright. Meanwhile, it looks like Bahram has just continued to produce a few more Corsairs. He's got another one flying out. Just trying to build up that Corsair
Looks like he's going to play pretty similarly to the last game, with these 3 gates pumping Zealots and staying just on Corsairs and Zealots for a while before getting that Templar Archives.
Yeah.
It'll serve him well against this Hydra pressure, but he doesn't have any real way to reach out and punish the Zerg.
Yeah.
Because his Corsairs are already sort of deflected.
His +1 and his Zealot speed are finishing up here about the same time. Having scouted,
nice.
he should be able to move out and put on a little bit of pressure, although Dirk is actually making a bunch of Hydralisks now, so I wouldn't necessarily like that move after him.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out that Dirk is getting his lair even later than last game.
Okay. Does he...
Sticking with this Hydra play.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he hasn't even started it. He is going for the Hydra attack upgrades again.
I mean, he's got a sizable force here, actually. Now I'm looking at these Zealots and thinking, they probably can't quite do it.
Pretty big army.
+1 is finished.
Nice timing there for that. Depends. This looks like it's going to be probably a fairly even trade. Although Bahram's just going to go ahead and pull back.
Not a total loss for Protoss there. But I feel like Derkavich has more capacity to reinforce. But if Bahram can buy time for this Templar check, he won't be in a bad position at all. He has got his Templar Archives.
Alright, Bahram feeling a little bit scared, throwing down another cannon. Not the worst choice in the world if you're feeling too much pressure here. He's getting a few Templars queued up in his gateways now.
I'm not sure if he researched Storm or not.
Yeah, I was just wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
Not sure if Storm's done, but he is getting the Templars for those Storm. Meanwhile, Dirk, it looks like he's
getting a 5th hatch.
Yeah, he looks like he's committing quite a bit to these Hydralisks. He's still continuing to make them and send them across the map here.
Still hasn't started the lair either, so another engagement going on at the natural. Those Zealots starting to look a bit scarier, I suppose. But again, they have to pull back, taking a lot of hits as they do so.
All right. Still decent engagement here.
Just constantly trading
Yeah.
at this natural here. It's probably in Derkavich's advantage, because I think he can just remake these Hydras better than Bahram can remake his Zealots. The High Templars are out, but it doesn't have energy, and Storm is not done either, so it's more just trying to intimidate the Zerg than anything else.
Yeah. But he did manage to push these Hydras back. He does have
Nice.
5 gateways of production up at the moment. So he can rally out a bunch more Zealots. He does have the money for them, and he could even pressure across the map at this point if he wanted, kind of force Derkavich into making more units. Although it looks like that's what he's doing anyway.
Well, he's invested into quite a bit of static defense and a decent SimCity at his natural as well. So, oh, you know what? That third base SimCity isn't bad either. So I think if he tries to attack in here, it'd be a big mistake. We do see 2 DTs coming out though, and there are definitely some, well, one particular spot I can see where a DT could do a lot here.
And it looks like that's where he's heading with the DTs as well.
Ooh.
Derkavich
He's
just
had a
now
score,
getting his
now it's
lair.
sunken.
Oh.
There is an Overlord there, I just saw, but the Corsairs are swooping in. Oh, this could be bad for Derkavich.
He's got to pick off that Corsair, or that Overlord quickly with the Corsairs before the DT. Let's get, okay.
Well, I think he's pushed
Yeah,
it
it's
far
fine
back
then,
enough,
yeah.
but it looks like the Zealots want to join in anyway.
Oh, now he can do, this could do a lot of damage here to Derkavich.
Oh, he morphed his High Templars into Archon. Going for more direct power here. It looks like he can break this position.
Yeah. Derkavich trying to reinforce it
Hydras
with
are coming
Hydras.
in. But I'm worried, once all's said and done, the DTs are still going to be here. They can clean up those Hydras eventually and pick off this base.
He does have a few more Overlords morphing now, but by the time they're done, this base is going to be pretty much... Well, this base is basically forced right now, but...
All the drones are gone and all the static defense, so already tons of damage coming in. Yeah. Reinforcements coming in, so it looks like they'll clean it up. That egg block pretty nice against those Zealots.
He may actually get to save his main hatchery here.
Yeah, that is quite nice, but I still think it's a good move by Bahram. Plenty of damage done, and the DT's preserved. That's actually a good move there, keeping those alive. I like that a lot.
Dirk just noticing these Hydras he had kind of sitting over here now.
Yeah, I think that was a misclick. He sent them over to the other base.
Yeah, if he had those in those fight, he could have definitely held a lot better, but as it is, I think Bahram is in a little bit better position here. He did some decent damage, killed all the drones.
Well, I'm concerned he didn't secure the third base behind this, and he will mine out eventually. His main's getting pretty close already. So, I don't know. Dominating Derkavich, but I don't think it'll last if he doesn't get his economy up some more. And Derkavich's lair is finally done.
That is a good point. Normally when you do have map control and pressure, you do want to try and expand behind it if possible. But this is a pretty sizable force coming out from Bahram now. He's got his Dragoons mixed in.
Storms, though.
No storms, but Dirk doesn't really have the army to fight this straight up as is.
Oh, wow. Those poor Hydras just got deleted. Oh, yeah, I'm done, you think.
And we're going to see the GG.
Fair enough. He lost a lot in that base, and the counter-attack, he just lost his whole army, so I suppose he didn't really have many more avenues left. Damn.
Yeah,
Action-packed game. Plenty of fights in that one.
Yeah, I imagine he felt just a little bit too far behind there.
Well, you know, he didn't have a scout or anything at the 6. Maybe he thought he was taking us there as well.
Possible.
And if he had taken us there, I would have agreed. It's a pretty done deal that way.
Yeah. Well, so we do have a game 3 going on between these two.
Yeah, full series. I wonder what map Derkavich would pick. There's a couple, newer ones in there, and I feel like at least at the beginning of the season, that's the crazy choice because no one's prepared to play on it. That's just a friend of mine. I think you can. Oh no, it's a friend of yours. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Another friend of mine.
Mutual friend.
Another one.
All these people.
Everyone always joins my games. All right, so we are going to roadkill as Derkavich's choice.
I suppose it's pretty good for Zerg, isn't it? Because you've got quite a few locations you could take as a third base.
I haven't played the PvZ on here too much. A few games on ladder. I've had mixed results so far. I've had a little talk and debate with a few people in CPL about where the best idea to take your third base is, both in this matchup and in PvZ. As Protoss in this matchup and in PvZ.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how this one goes. But spawning here in the top 12 o'clock position, we have our orange Protoss, who tied it up for Bahram.
And in the 6 o'clock position at the bottom is Derkavich. Currently 1-1.
Alright, who do you think's going to win this one then? Any guesses?
Oh, geez, don't ask me to call it that easily. Look, I'm just going to fall back on map analysis because I don't want to pick it.
Alright.
And like I was saying, I think it's good for Zerg, and I think this map's sort of anti-Protoss in general. There's a lot more sort of, I don't know, not exactly sneaky, but sort of out-of-the-way locations that Zerg could set up, and it's a lot more effort for Protoss to deal with it. If you can get a good SimCity in the corner bases, it's very hard for Protoss to get across those bridges and actually do anything about it.
Yeah, although the same can be said for Protoss. They can set up, at least against Zerg, they can set up a bunch of cannons and some Reavers behind there, and it's really hard just to push across those little bridges and those corner bases.
But at the end of the day, Zerg can allow the Protoss to take bases, and eventually with high tech he can use Dark Swarm to take it out and stuff like that. Whereas with the Protoss, I feel like you really need to like pick on the Zerg.
All right, so we do have...
just on a more sorry, one more thing. Just on a more defensive map, I would favor the Zerg, I think, and I'd say this is a more defensive map, at least mostly.
Clearly, you've never played me in ZVP, but I
guess not.
Anyway, we do see both players just scouting around. Dirk sending his Overlord here to scout this natural, see if Protoss is here. Sending it the correct direction, the close natural, nothing there. And Bahram, not sure. Looks like he's actually going to go across scout with this probe after scouting the left side base. Not sure if that's because he doesn't know the map as well, or maybe he just wants to see if he's close.
He would see an Overlord, but he didn't have the timing quite right, and he thought, okay, I didn't see an Overlord, he must be the other spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
He is going Forge Gateway this game, though. We haven't seen that yet.
Okay. Interesting. So maybe he'll be looking to put on a bit of pressure with the Zealots.
Yeah, and he's up against the same old Overpool, so Derkavich might not expect it.
Yeah, Derkavich opting to do the same build every game, which is fine. It's completely safe, early opening, Overpool against Protoss.
Bahram does look like he wants to put that Nexus down, though, so no crazy Zealot pressure coming out.
I'm a little interested why if he would make the Forge then if he's not going to get a cannon right away, but maybe he just wants to be safe in case he was going a bunch of Lings, but... It's just like, if he was going to go for this Gateway Forge thing, he could have spent that extra 150 minerals to get the Nexus faster.
I'm going to get a full scout off here.
Yep.
Let's see what's up.
But he is going to see that there's nothing really going on here, you know. 2 Zerglings are out, but I don't think he's going to feel too threatened by that, especially with his first Zealot almost done here.
Yeah, so this last game Derkavich got 6 Zerglings. But I think that was just a reaction to him being messed with, and it's natural. I think, again, he's happy to just get those 2, sit back and drone up.
We actually have drone chasing a probe in the Protoss base here as well.
I mean, it's pretty handy for Derkavich if you can keep that in there.
Kind of little cat and mouse game here.
Oh, nice. Quite quick third going down to Derkavich.
What do you think about that location as your third?
Well, I don't know, because if you take the corner bases, the creep doesn't sort of extend far enough for you to utilize that choke at the bridge, whereas this one, it's just like any other natural really, you sort of already have sort of a choke ready. Even if it's not as narrow as the bridge is, it's easier to set up. And I think it's a good choice of which other natural you take, because obviously the other one is a lot closer for Protoss. And yeah, the like sort of direction Protoss has to push to take this, he has to go through this narrow high ground area, so I think it's a good choice. But maybe it would have been better to take the bottom right, so it's just as far away from Protoss as possible, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it also depends on what style he wants to go to. I mean, if he is going to go for a defensive style, I don't mind this. And it looks like he is going to go with this 3-hatch Hydra again. 3 hatcheries and then the Hydra's den.
Well, early Zealots coming out from Bahram this time. 3 of them waddling their way across the map.
Yeah, looks like he's maybe going to look to put in a little bit of pressure here. I don't know if Derkavich knows
much
coming.
Going on.
Yeah.
He's getting Ling speed, but no Lings around. There's only the 2 at his wall. No Hydra's being made yet. Uh-oh.
So Bahram could be able to do some damage. He's going to target the den.
Bahram actually baited in the 2 Lings that are in space too.
Okay.
Well, he did start 4 Hydras. The den's going down, he won't be able to make any more, but 4's better than none.
Derkavich quickly throwing down a couple of colonies here. Feeling the pressure now.
That's really good reactions. Ooh.
He's going to lose a few drones here.
Ouch. He's not starting this sunken colony. There it is.
Yeah, nice move
Well,
out
maybe
from
he can
Bram.
push it back. One zealot's very low. Oh, it does go down. Only 2 zealots versus 3 hydras. Not looking so bad for Derkavich after all.
Yeah, it looks like he will hold this. Yeah.
He will, but some drones were lost.
It was still a nice move by Bram, kind of forced him to throw down this static D, spend the drones on that, spend money on it, and he lost the drones.
Yeah, for sure. Completely worth it for Bahram.
For sure. Meanwhile, behind this, he's just continuing to get his +1 going. Oh, he's actually going for a robo facility here.
Yeah, that is interesting. Probably for Reavers, I guess, if he's getting it this early.
Yeah.
But Derkavich with that drone in there, actually just going to see it.
Yeah. We'll have to see what
Although,
Dirk's reaction to this is.
Well, his lair is late again, so I'm not sure really what you are supposed to do in this case. Because I would say you want to get Scourge, right? Just shut down the shuttle, if that's what he's going to be doing.
You could also do something like barrow hydras around the map. I've seen stuff like that before too.
Yeah.
Just pop out when the shuttle flies over and kill them. I don't know if Dirk's got that. I want to say probably not, but you never know.
He actually pulled some drones off gas just now, so maybe he's planning to do a big ling flight or some such. Oh, looks like Bahram's going to scout this third of Derkavich's. That's good news for Bahram.
Yeah, nice scout. Gives him and seeing like there's nothing here. He's got 2 drones mining, but no static D. It gives him a great place to kind of attack and pressure.
Alright, support bay confirmed, so
we are going to
just
see
getting
some
shuttle
Reavers.
speed really fast. It's going to be Reavers, yeah.
Okay, that could be fun. Reavers comboed with some speed zealots. Man.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Derkavich because he's already in a sort of downtrodden economic position. He doesn't want to make too much defenses. Although I say that, but he's doing it anyway. He's making a couple of colonies over at his third.
Now that Bram scouted it, maybe he's feeling he's got to throw down these defenses. Like, oh, I don't want to die to
That's
a bunch of
probably a
zealots.
fair move. It's probably a fair move because he could just run over there. Oh, Reaver in production.
Dirk just getting some of his Hydra upgrades now.
Yeah, 4 Hydras is not really a match for a Reaver. If he markers it a little, he could actually just kill the Hydras and then have free reign in the base. So I'm a bit worried for Derkavich at this point.
Yeah. You do have to be careful with your shuttle. Like, I imagine Dirk will make some more Hydras when that comes out. You don't want to lose the shuttle with the Reaver in it. So you do want to babysit that a little bit. And we are getting shuttle speed with this, though.
Yes, I like this because you see he's getting Tempo Archive as well. He can do a DT drop follow-up as well. So this could be absolutely lethal.
Yeah. Bram bringing out all the stops here.
And Derkavich sending his Hydras across the map, actually, so this could be really bad for him. Unless he prepares some kind of defense at home, I don't see how he's going to survive this.
So Bram is now moving out that he has his first Reaver. Oh, be careful not to fly over those
Cross
Hydras.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! That would have been horrific if he lost that Reaver, but he took so much damage on it as is.
Oh
My gosh!
He does
actually
lose a
gets
Reaver.
the Reaver. That's huge! Wow.
It's a good first
that
kill.
buys Derkavich so much time.
Yeah,
He hadn't started the second one either.
Yeah, he only lost 1 Hydra for that Reaver. That hurts. He's not remaking another one. I don't know if he's planning on it or not. I imagine we'll see.
Well, maybe he's going to go straight into Storm drops here. I said he could have gone DT drops, but he's opting to go for Storm instead, which is also very lethal.
Okay.
I think this puts Dirk in a good position because he knows there's going to be some kind of shuttle play now.
Yeah, and because Bram invested so much in the Reaver tech and the Reaver,
Yeah.
and then losing it without doing much with
sure.
it, that definitely helps Derkavich's position. But we are going to see another Reaver. He is making one. A couple of Templar and Storms upgrading as well, and Zealot leg speed. So he's gearing up to have a pretty powerful mid-game army here.
Yeah, maybe he's just going to go straight in the front. He's not going to worry about harassing.
Yeah, which is definitely an option too. Reaver support behind a wall of Zealots is hard to get to and stop. So.
I don't think Derkavich is only mining gas with 1 drone. I'd just like to point out that's not going to help him.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
unfortunate.
he is a little bit in the bank right now, but if he starts making large numbers of Hydras, that's going to be a real problem. And again, he doesn't have a lair going yet either.
Just something to watch out for. Make sure you're getting that gas.
Yeah.
Especially as Zerg, if you're going to go into any higher tech with layers. Although he does definitely seem to favor this style of just mass Hydras on 5-6 hatches.
Yeah.
Looks like he is 5 hatches at the moment.
This pylon from Bahram is interesting over at the 3 o'clock. Is he going to make a Nexus there, or is he just planning to block a Zerg expansion? I expect he's going to make a Nexus because he put it to the side.
Yeah, because it's not actually in way to block it. And yes, he
Oh,
is
there
going to
it
put
is.
the Nexus down.
It's like Derkavich wants to engage again. If Storm's ready, which it is, I don't think this is going to go that well for him.
Yes, and we do have Zealot speed. Are we going to see a Storm? Oh, nice
that's
Storm.
a good Storm.
Killing some Hydras, stopping them up.
That takes this fight, I think, for Bahram. These Zealots will just tear through the rest of it.
Oh, very nice. If this...
Lair has started for Derkavich, still with 1 drone on gas. He somehow managed to afford it, so good job.
Now he's only going to be able to afford Lings. His money is getting up quite a bit, and he has no gas.
Yeah.
Like, he is actually taking his second gas now, probably not realizing he only has 1 drone on gas in the main. Meanwhile, Shuttle Drop is coming in here at the natural with the Reaver.
What's in it? It must be Templars. No, it's
a
another
Reaver.
Reaver, is it? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Targets the Sunken, unfortunately, so doesn't get anything done with that one. And 1 Hydra will chase it away. Really dodging the bullet there.
Couple of random
Yeah,
units just hanging out in front of Bram's base, just gonna go down.
I think he might have rallied those or something.
Yeah. Bram's definitely in a good position here, especially if this 3rd base goes unscouted and the Zerg does nothing about it.
Yeah.
And he's got quite a supply lead at the moment too.
And Derkavich isn't really droned up, so his economy can't really match even what Bahram has on 2 bases. I mean, that said, Bahram doesn't have too many probes in his main either.
Yeah. One thing to note, make sure you're making a lot of workers, especially as Protoss. Zerg, it's a little bit different, but basically as Protoss or Terran, you want to be making a lot of workers during the game, early on.
Speed shuttle zipping around again. Looks like he's heading towards the main. Ooh, this is an unprotected location. This could be brutal. Here it comes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice first shot. Another drone. Ooh, that was the money shot. Ouch.
I think he got like
Nice,
6
huge
drones
one
there,
there.
maybe?
Yeah, and he's just going to scoot out. He's not going to overcommit. That's really good.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that. Keep
Massive
harassing.
damage.
Just kind of distracting Derkavich, getting some kills where he can. I don't know if he's going to try and pressure this base here now.
He could pick off a lot of Lings there if he dropped down. Okay, he chooses to fly on.
He sees the Lings and runs back. Oh no, he's turning around. He may look to do something
Well,
here.
if he drops there, those Sunkens are going to like 2-shot it. Okay,
Oh,
he's
no.
going to go for the Lings. Ooh.
Nice Scarab.
Ouch. Well, watch the
Oh,
Reaver, though.
another nice
Oh, he does
Scarab.
pick it up.
He is
Oh, this is
streamlining
the
in a
one
bunch
big
of
bunch of
zealots.
kicks at the Lings.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
That's
Sunkens in though. I don't know about attacking into this many Sunkens without any Dragoons or any range thing. He's going to drop the Reaver
And
down
9
now.
Hydras are north
Ooh.
of here, so I think this attack is going to be a failure.
Yeah. This may be what
Yeah,
Dirk needs to
certainly
kind of
something
get
that's
back
coming
into the game a little bit here if he throws this in.
Well, it looks like it's going to be close to a lot, but these Lings
Yeah.
streaming in definitely going to finish it off. And he actually uses the drones, very nice little bit of micro there. So yeah, wow. Those Sunkens that he made paid off there.
Yeah, it's definitely a hold there for Derkavich. I don't think he lost too many drones. He did have a Zealot attack in them, but I didn't see if he got any drone kills with that.
But like you said, this 3rd went unscouted, because if I was a Zerg in this situation, I'd say, right, let's go punish the Protoss 3rd, but he doesn't know where it is or that it even exists, so he can't really capitalize on this advantage, I don't think.
Yeah, so something you want to do, you know, be scouting around, maybe looking to see. Maybe that's what these Hydras are going for now. He's sending 2 Hydras across the map, trying to see where the Protoss has a base or if he has a base.
And even though Protoss didn't break this location, effectively he's killing more drones because Sturk's remaking these Sunkens, and there's still only 3 drones mining at this location.
That one may be a bit of a win for him, but there is going to be some counter pressure. He just now scouts this 3rd base up Ram as well.
Oh, that High Templar he's picking on has full energy over at the natural.
Can he pick that off? It looks like he may.
I don't think Bahram's paying attention. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get that. That's quite a nice pick off. Probably worth sacrificing those Lings to distract him.
Yeah.
But yeah, this 3rd location is probably the biggest story, you're right.
And he is going to send the Hydras now to pressure it. I don't know if Bram has enough to really hold off. He's just got 2 cannons here. If he was making DTs, maybe, because there's no overloads over here.
I don't think it's going to stand up to the pressure. I think it's just going to shatter, because there's quite a few Hydras.
Yeah. So this base
wow.
is probably going to be forfeit. Nice play by Derkavich. Kind of clawing his way
from
back
the
into
sort
this.
of- Yeah, exactly. I was going to say he was in a sort of destitute position, but he's coming back into it. Doing lots of damage over here. Hey, and he got his lair.
Alright, nice moves coming out of from Dirk.
Oh, but the Reaver's back. No, wait, there's no Reaver in that. Oh. An empty shuttle showing up at the third.
Maybe he's just gonna use it to scout around to see, okay, does Zerg have this bottom left base? He sees nothing there and he just flies it back? Or...
Oh, Bahram actually evacuated 4 probes with the shuttle, which is quite nice.
Okay. So he will lose that base, and now it's back to 3-base Zerg versus 2-base Protoss.
Bahram seems to think there's something in the shuttle, but then he realizes, oh wait, this is empty. He's going to turn around.
He actually has 2 shuttles flying around the map at the moment.
One of them full of probes.
One of them.
I want to see that, like, probe drop harass. Queen's Nest going down for Dirk. He's going to go into that hive without Spire. I think it's fine in this position.
Yeah.
And I do like that hive tech in PvZ.
Oh yeah, start getting Defilers or Ultras out, both pretty strong.
No lurker aspect so far, though.
Looks like Bahram is just going to opt to take this mineral-only base. He's got a probe sitting there.
It's a bit of a raw deal for Protoss because lurkers can actually hit it from the low ground.
Yeah. These
Well,
mineral-only
not the
bases
the
aren't...
probes.
Yeah. These mineral bases for any race are kind of... All races have something that can abuse this, just by being out on the map, like tanks can fire at it or something.
For sure.
So maybe not the best base to take. And there's no
This
gas.
might be a
here,
decent engage for Derkavich because he's got one half of the army over on one side. I think he's going to kill all the zealots, no problem. But whoa, +2 on Bahram zealots.
Oh, we got another Reaver coming out too.
Means, yeah.
Oh, but he
Oh
picks
my
up the
God.
shuttle.
That was a wounded shuttle. Oh my god.
You just get like one Hydra with
pick
it.
off for Dirk.
And Dirk's done a good job picking off a couple of those Reavers and shuttles this game on.
He's getting all these tactical plays, but I'm worried that he's still in a great spot. Because look at his supply. And his third base still only has 2 drones mining.
Yeah. So the longer that this goes on, the worse it's going to get for Dirk. I mean, Bahram is almost mined out of both of his bases.
He is. But he's mined so much more money so far. Even if his mining stops, he's going to have an advantage for a while yet. I think Derkavich can definitely win it if Bahram makes a big attack on this third location. It looks like he's kind of setting up to do that. And that's where all of Derkavich's SimCity is. Low aspect is on the way. So I think we're reaching sort of a turning point for Derkavich if he can survive the next big attack. Bahram will be on 1 mining base at most. Lurkers will come out and hive tech, then he'll be in a good spot. But this attack's looking scary. That's a lot of Dragoons.
Yeah, he's going to have to defend this. And we actually have Arbiter tech too in the Protoss main base.
Oh, damn, that's interesting.
No ARBs started as of yet, or no upgrades.
I did not notice.
But yeah, interesting enough.
Like I was mentioning, Protoss with +2s actually make this attack a lot scarier.
Yeah, this is a very scary push here right now for Dirk. Is he going to have enough to hold on? He does have a lot of Sunkens.
Ooh, those zealots copying that storm bit actually.
Yeah, that storm doing more damage to the Protoss, I think, than the Zerg.
Yeah, but all those Hydras are lost already. I don't think Derkavich can hold this location. Oh, and
No,
he's
this
just
is looking bad.
Here.
Yeah, it's looking like Dirk is probably going to lose his third base here, and that's just going to put him in a really bad spot, especially since Bahram is expanding behind this now.
Well, he made more Sunkens in the back though, and this is a really irritating location for Protoss. It's actually tough for him to get back there. But there are no reinforcements for Derkavich. This is what he's got.
And there's still quite a few Dragoons left.
I think maybe he can hold it. The Dragoons could pick off the hatcheries by sitting back, but if he tries to dive on these Sunkens, oh, I don't know, it is a lot of Dragoons.
Yeah, and he loses the front of his wall now that he can send his units and get right on top of these other hatcheries. Maybe if Zerg had sent a bunch of Zerglings over, but he's not making anything at any of his hatcheries.
Well, yeah, he didn't have any money left over, and that'd be it.
And
there
then
goes
he's going to tip to
Derkavich.
GG.
That is unfortunate, because like we were saying, got all those tactical plays, but the drone count in the end was just too low, so they couldn't keep remaking stuff.
Yeah. So we do
Pretty
have...
nice series, though.
Yeah, went 3 games, that's always nice to see. We did have Bahram take it down in a 2-1.
Yeah,